Hopefully I can do this video justice. I had to filter through quite a few videos. The Correa video, the 9-minute video, the 18-minute video, the new Altuve interview, the Bellinger comments, and basically Gleyber Torres has made comments, Mike Trout has made comments, and it's just a lot to process. Honestly, I'm not even sure where to start and where to finish, but let me just start with something and let's go from there. Um, Correa had a lot of cool things to say. The first thing I thought was interesting is that he attacked Cody Bellinger's reading comprehension, which I thought was funny. Basically, he was kind of a very, very clever, intelligent way of attacking Bellinger's intelligence. And he was really heated, and he was super clever. So he said reading comprehension, attacking Bellinger. The cool thing that came out of that is now, Cody Bellinger has been a player that I just couldn't really stand for a long, long time because, he's the type person that talks the talk, but that doesn't walk the walk. And then I actually did not put it nearly as well as Correa, but Correa said, why don't you stop talking about it and start doing something about it, which I thought was absolutely brilliant. And just Correa's brilliance in that interview and the way that he was so heated in the way he defended Altuve he had Altuve's back like I've never seen a player have somebody's back, which was absolutely amazing, super, super cool. And he actually watched all the video of the World Series and studied it and memorized it and was prepared for a Ken Rosenthal interview. And even though Ken was trying to slightly attack him, I think Ken Rosenthal's a Yankees fan too. I'm going to look that up next. But basically, he had his back the whole way. And then when he told Bellinger to STFU, which means shut the, and I won't say the rest, I was laughing so hard. And it's kind of cool because the player that I found to be, just absolutely just talking but not walking the walk was Bellinger. And now I can say that probably near the entire Astros team probably can't stand him as much as I do. And it's just funny because I haven't liked him for a long, long, long time. And so you've seen I've made half a dozen videos, probably 6, 7, 8 videos trolling this guy in one way or another because he talks the talk. And remember, in Game 5, he hits that one home run. He's having a terrible World Series, absolutely terrible World Series. Hits that one home run and then silences the crowd like he's been bawling, like he's a shot caller. Well, the truth is he's not Mr. Clutch like Altuve. Altuve, to talk about Gary Sanchez is like, well, if I hit a walk-off to go to the World Series off of Aroldis Chapman, they could rip whatever they want off me. So I don't believe that Jose Altuve wasn't wearing a buzzer. Well, let me tell you this. Gary Sanchez, Cody Bellinger, you will never hit a walk-off off of Aroldis Chapman. It just will never happen. What Altuve did is just everybody hating on him is sour grapes because he did something you can't. And I think it's funny because that is the sweetest swing I have ever seen. That is the sweetest play. It's a signature moment. And if you don't like it, tough. Absolutely tough. And I don't want to get rude or emotional. I really, really always want to take the high road. I've always said check myself before I wreck myself. But let me tell you, that was a sweet walk-off home run, the sweetest I've ever seen. That was his Bill Mazeroski moment. In the history of baseball, that's only happened twice. And I know there's guilt by association, and I know that, when you're part of a scandal that's nearby, people will speculate, and it's honest speculation, but it just didn't happen. Like I said before in yesterday's video, Correa's wife, Altuve's wife, talking, hey, don't rip off his shirt again. Correa, first one in line as he's rounding third base. And Altuve looked right at him and said, "No, no, no, don't rip my shirt off." So therefore, that's that. That's that. This is what we're talking about. Now let's go into Bellinger's comments. Bellinger said that Altuve doesn't deserve the the 2017 AL MVP, that he stole it from Aaron Judge, that they were cheating in the World Series. And once again, Correa had Altuve's back, explained the entire World Series, explained game 2, game 5, all the wins, how we had men in second base, multiple signs. Game 2, all the runs scored, second base runners, multiple signs. Game 7, basically, we score the first 2 runs partially off of Springer's great play and Bellinger's error. Bellinger had that throwing error. Bellinger had a couple of errors in that over the series, I believe. I'd have to look it up again, but, I've watched it a lot. Bellinger played badly. He plays badly in the playoffs. Another thing I wanted to address is the fact that one of the YouTubers online, I actually put his logo up here. And so what I did here, let me go ahead and pause this for just a second when it gets to that. Because I didn't put many pictures up on purpose. I just put I put Altuve with this walk-off right here. I put Altuve in Dodger Stadium. I put Altuve in this moment where basically this will not happen to any other players. Okay, so here it is right here. On the left side, you have the Astros logo tilted. The old Astros logo tilted. Let's see here, 45 degrees. Then you have the YouTuber's logo. You guys can find it for yourself. Do you see anything in this YouTuber who talks about the sign stealing? You guys can read the comments. I'll let the people speak for me. But this YouTuber who used or appropriated or whatever you want to call it, the Astros old logo, actually goes on YouTube daily and talks. He used to ride the fence, and I just can't stand people that ride the fence. You're either for or against something, but don't pretend. And this guy used to pretend to say good things about the Astros, but now he rides the fence, and now he's slowly kind of going bandwagon and literally is just against the Astros, talking smack about the Astros. And his logo is the Astros logo, except for a change of colors. It's the exact same thing. So I put them side by side. And of course, the thing is a star, an open-ended star, but his is a gold open-ended star. Ours is a red open-ended star. And it's tilted. His is tilted up and down, where ours was tilted to the side. So it's the same logo with just the slightest of variations. But it's just so funny how somebody that talks about the Astros sign stealing scandal daily and is against us has, well, I won't use the same word, but I'll say used our old logo. And I just think it's very ironic. So that's another thing I wanted to talk about. Anyway, I think I've covered what I wanted to. Correa has really got Altuve's back. I absolutely love everything he said. I love the way that he knew the World Series. He basically defended Altuve, and kind of like when he told Bellinger to STFU, I got a big laugh out of it. It's really nice because we've been attacked so much that it's nice that somebody really stepped up to the plate. And the Altuve interview today, my feedback on it was he was still taking the high road. People were still like, "We heard you didn't cheat. Do you want to answer that?" And Altuve was like, "I'm part of the team. I'm going to take the heat with the team. I'm not going to address that. But thank you for your comment. Thank you for saying that. But I was part of this team." So he's taking the high road. Then another interview asked him some question. I can't remember what it was, but he looked him right in the eye and he got a little bit upset. And he goes, "Hey, you asked me that exact same question 2 days ago. I'm not answering it again." So if you guys go through YouTube and look at all the cool interviews, there's a lot of interviews out there right now. Just watch the Correa and the Altuve interviews. Otherwise, it's the same slinging as it has been. Anyway, that's my video, and hopefully you guys liked it, and have a good night, and take care.